what's good? It's the motherfucking Overgrind Show, episode 40. We in this bitch. I'm here with my co-host as usual.
Saynt Blues, that's with a Y, not an I. Follow us on all social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 Audio Mac, everything. Yeah. Other co-hosts.
It's your boy G Gray, UBL, Underground Battle League, AOW shit.
Yeah, shit like that. All that shit.
And our very special guest we got in the building.
He ain't that special.
That's how y'all do me? Damn! I thought it was like family in this motherfucker. Damn, that's how we... It's like, nah, man, what's going on? It's your homeboy J. Lamar, man, a hustlepreneur, man. What's going on? CEO of 7 Figure Dream Multimedia. You know what I'm saying? We in the building.
Look at him. Fucking J. Lamar, bro.
I had to do it.
What happened, man? What happened from the transition, man?
You know, it was time. You know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to my overall direction with my brand that I want to take. It's a lot easier and more professional to market across everything that I do.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So not only just sticking to being an artist, but, you know, as an entrepreneur, you know, getting into public speaking, getting into marketing and all things like that. It's just a better look all around. And I mean, you know, at the end of the day too, it's time. You know what I'm saying? Make that transition to 30 this year coming up. So
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Dirty.
Yeah, it's growing up, man, and you know it had to happen. But yeah, I feel good about it. You know, I'm honestly I'm ready for. I just want to skip past the next month and a half and just go right to 2018. So I got a lot of good shit coming up, man.
You can't just glaze over time.
I know, man. I'm gonna create a time machine one day. That's my next mission.
All right, time machine coming soon. Well, I feel like my motherfucking mic ain't on. I can hear myself. I'm just gonna assume this motherfucker's on. I should make sure.
You should probably do that.
And we back. Shit, straight like that, nigga. Mike is good. I'm bugging. But anywho's, how's your year been going so far since we want to fucking fast forward and shit, man?
Man, 2017 has been one hell of a year. One hell of a year. Started 7 Figure Dream Radio January. Shortly after the Overgrind show started, it's like I think y'all were on like almost a year before me.
Yeah,
we've been on for a minute.
We was on since
I know it's been way longer than. We
just missed mad episodes.
It's been since October last year.
Okay. Yeah, started 7 Figure Dream Radio this year in January 5th, so getting ready to come up on the 1 year anniversary. This week is actually my last week on the air for the year. It was after the radio show started, I started getting hit with a lot more opportunities that I just decided to go ahead and turn it into just basically an entire media brand. So not even just sticking to radio.
What type of media? What are we looking at?
When we say multimedia, is we do a bunch of things. So like I do graphic design. I do social media management and marketing.
The J Prince video game? J Lamar video game?
You got an app coming soon?
It's coming. I actually do have an app coming soon.
The protagonist.
Everybody should have an app.
Summer of 2018, there is an app, all accessible. It's going to be a 7 Figure Dream multimedia app. So everything you'll be able to book, you'll be able to book graphic services, book your appointments for, book appointments if you want to request hosting and all of that.
See, now I heard that you changed your name from J Lamar or from J Prince because he was the Prince of Milwaukee to J Lamar because niggas got you the fuck out of Milwaukee.
Psych! Nah, hell no. Actually,
Appleton resident now.
Actually, I had a bunch of people cuss me out because I changed it.
No, they cussed him out because he was getting confused with J Prince from Rap Alive. We know that boy don't play.
This guy. Got the fuck out of here,
no,
bro.
That's why I still own the copyrights to J Prince, the Prince of Milwaukee. I'm getting ready.
So what you gonna do with that? If you
I don't know.
Copyright mad names.
Copyright everything.
got to, but
But it's just 2017
Come on,
has
man.
been 2017 has been an exciting year, man. I've learned a lot this year. I've learned a lot this year. Been able to do a bunch of different things. Somebody's stealing cars outside. Outside shit. But it's been a good year. It's been an exciting year. This has been perhaps one of the busiest years since forever. Since I don't think I've been this busy since when we was actually rocking, when we went on our mad run in 2012.
Good run.
That was a damn good run. We was busy. I don't think I've been as busy since then.
Yeah.
It's just about to get a whole lot worse, but in a better way, in a good way. But
Yeah. I decided to create a battle league and throw my life away. No, but yeah, that's what's up, man. It's good having you, bro. I ain't seen you in a while, and it's always
been a
nice.
couple months now.
It's always nice. It's always nice. So, how about them prostitutes? They got prostitutes out there?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
They wild like out here? How they be on national
Maybe
and
a
shit?
little bit more wild, I say probably a little bit worse.
What?
Yeah.
Worse?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I would say at least some of ours in Milwaukee kind of look okay, whereas out there,
You never drove past one, like, coming from the back and was like, damn, she cold, and then realized.
I think we all have.
Yeah.
I think we all have.
Motherfucker, hey,
Nope.
we drive.
Gotta go.
Cool as a mother. You look at it, oh,
Hey.
shit. Hey.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Lamar, I gotta get used to that shit. This nigga,
Hey, I've still been slipping up for the past 2 weeks now anyway.
This nigga, I don't know. He seemed like the Drake type, bro. He might pull up on one. Let me change your life for the better.
Nah, not at
you
all.
don't have to do this.
Not at all. No,
You're better than this.
I used to have a homeboy that would try to be on shit like that.
Oh man,
He would
Put the capes away.
I don't hang with this guy anymore.
fucking crackheads.
Or he try to wife the chicks that let it be known they don't want to be wife.
Put her through college and all that.
Try to put her through college, put her kids through college, and she just overall he get a butt hurt when
Hey yo,
Let's
ask a question, man. I gotta ask a question because Saynt brought it up, and This is my whole reason for being here today, man. I would have ducked y'all.
Damn.
This nigga said, all right, we was having a conversation about kids,
Okay.
and dressing nice. All right. Now I think as an adult, as a parent, you shouldn't take your kid somewhere like you going to the store and they look like a bum and you fly as fuck.
Right.
He said that it's them being creative. They should dress how they want to.
If they picked out their own clothes and shit.
Fuck that.
I want to wear this.
I would actually have to ride with SparX on that one because and that's basically based on how I was growing up. Because like my pops, when we stepped out somewhere, like my pops was so nitpicky with us. Like when he went shoe shopping, if he couldn't get the same pair of shoes for him and all 6 of us, he was not gonna get even his pair.
Nope. That's wild, kids.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
$800 to get a pair.
if he couldn't, you know what I'm saying, if he couldn't get the family like for shoes and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's minor, but that's how serious he took it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we even went to the grocery store, we had to be.
Yeah, that's wild.
Or he tell us to get dressed good. He go out and just throw on a jogging suit and pants, and you did. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up broke. I don't know nothing about that.
And you over here flying.
I don't know nothing about that. We grew up broke.
I ain't grow up rich, but we wasn't
You
broke.
gotta be
but,
presentable.
That's
presentable.
my
barely
family,
presentable. At any time.
Still barely presentable. You grew up and kept tradition and shit.
Wow.
Fuck out of here.
Let them pick out whatever they want.
I dress
Just
good.
Yo, you got a fur hat on, my nigga. Like, you out of here,
I
bro.
like wearing
You sound
the fur
jealous.
The same fur from the lion on your shirt.
Can't say boots with the fur no more. You gotta say hoods with the fur.
Word. Oh, speaking of,
It's hat lavish. It's a Hudson shirt.
segue that into albums. T-Pain's new album coming out next week.
I gotta get back on mainstream music.
Coming
No, you
17th.
don't.
I'm well. You're right, but I'm gonna be honest. I haven't paid attention to a lot of mainstream music since the radio show started.
Don't do it.
I mean, just because
I just got caught up like last
just
week.
just because exactly. I had a lot of catching up to do with the indie sector anyway, and like part of season 2 when we come back on the air next year, I'm doing nothing but indie music. So I used to do a mix of independent and mainstream. This year it's gonna this next coming year it's gonna be nothing but independent music.
My shit is fire. My list of shit I listen to, so I don't know.
I mean, no,
I can't say niggas is mainstream. It ain't no Drake niggas,
saying,
but
no, I mean like
Division
I'm
album.
talking about like I would say like artists like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those like the independent up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Or even if they are already established, but they're not signed to a major label, I still consider them independent.
No, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if they're not,
I thought you meant more local.
No, I mean, okay, I mean it could be local, but not just like here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about independent artists from everywhere. Like I got artists that I spend from one from Germany and one from Australia on my show.
Because the people I listen to definitely ain't getting no radio spins. But fire as a motherfucker though.
If they are considered independent, I'll spin them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to cater more to the crowd. I wanted to cater more to the crowd that I can relate to.
Yeah.
And now that I have a wide network like I do and everything that's getting ready to happen next year, I want to be able to, I'm not going to say help them out like they ain't doing shit, but provide another outlet for them.
So you're not fucking with that M album next week?
I mean, like I said, I haven't paid attention too much to any mainstream, but I mean there are some. I mean, like
That's
shit like Eminem.
Fire.
So you haven't heard that song with him and Beyonce? Walk
I
on
heard
Water?
about it yesterday, but I was too busy moving and grooving that I didn't listen to it. But
You got to check it out.
that's
It's
what
worth a check
what
out.
my Sundays are for. That's what I do on Sundays. I tune out and
Walk on water.
this guy used to walk on water.
Walk on
I
water.
wish I could be out this motherfucking heartbeat.
Just out there, just walking on water and shit.
Gonna be a long
What do you
motherfucking walk.
What do you do after you walk on water, bro? Like, where do you go from there?
Right across Lake Michigan.
Across the ocean.
Right. Impossible.
Look at this nigga always walking on some
Always
water.
walking on water, showing off and shit.
No, I mean that's the time we live in, bro. We live in a desensitized time, bro. Like anything that happens, nobody cares, bro. And if they do, it's only covered by going live or memeing the fuck out of you. So you gonna be walking on water? Jesus, now you turning water to wine? Niggas would not even have. It wouldn't have been a big
They
deal.
turned it into Henny.
Right? Oh, this nigga don't turn it into no Henny though. He always got box wine and sangria in the water.
That was Photoshop.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, niggas is
I'm
desensitized.
gonna do that now. I'm gonna Photoshop me walking on water now. I'm just
Nah, it's
Adobe effects.
Next
It's
album
gonna
cover.
happen. It's just gonna
there you
happen.
go. Nah.
Which is actually no. I'm not doing an album anymore.
You not doing no music no more?
No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing albums anymore. I can't say albums anymore like I put anything out. Let me correct myself.
Right.
I've decided that I'm not like. See, what I want to do is I'm looking to go against the grain on everything. Like I want to do like disruptive shit. Like I'm getting ready to release a track that's only one verse, and I'm gonna sell it.
And features.
I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it as
Nah,
one
it's
verse.
one verse.
I'm gonna sell it as
Does
one
it have
verse.
a hook?
Nope. I'm gonna sell it as one verse.
Only 16 bars?
Only 16 bars.
Huh.
I'm
That's
gonna
interesting
see
idea.
here's it. See what I've one thing that I've learned, especially coming into learning about different marketing and things of that way, is that it can happen. Like it can work.
Anything can happen.
If you have people out here, and it's been done. You have people that they go on social media and they post up just a 16, and it can go viral in a matter of minutes. So with that being said, there is no reason why, if it's hot enough with the right, if you do it right, there's no reason why. I mean, you probably won't. You probably
Just diss
won't get
everybody.
a million sales, or you probably won't get that much, but it can work. What my mission is the last half of this year and going into next year is basically what I call being disruptive, and basically just disrupting the flow of everything. Every avenue that I'm in, from marketing to music to everything I'm involved in, I'm going against the grain, and basically being disruptive and doing it in a constructive manner to where I still do good business, but you have no choice but to see me now, because I'm not
out here.
I'm not swimming with the rest of the field. I'm swimming against them.
So how does the new environment alter that? Does it benefit, or does it hinder you being in a different space, a different city?
I would actually say that when I moved, when I did take the move, my head did open up a little bit more. My head did get a little bit more clear. I don't know why it happened that way, but I'm obviously out there up north in Appleton is a lot. It's not as crazy and hectic as it is here.
Yeah.
I moved out there.
It's different.
It's different. I mean, shit happens out there, but I don't know. It was like when I got out there, I started writing a lot more, like writing better than I've ever wrote before. As far as just being able to put my ideas to not taking so long to write shit. I made 7-Figure Dream Radio in 7 months. What I'm saying? Right. Although I had announced it back in December of last year, but I had been working on that for about 7 to 8 months last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
I just seeing the Overgrind show.
It's only right. But I would say that it did moving out, and I would say networking with a different group of people too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That had a lot to do with it. I've went out there, and I'll be honest, and shouts out to Bigger Productions, because I didn't know there was a market out there. Y'all knew from Art of War.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that there was a market out there like that until I got out there. And I got out there and I'm like, oh shit. Now it's not as big as it is in Milwaukee,
But it's
of
still
course,
a market.
but it's still a market. And you can do a little bit there. Yeah. Not too much you can do, because it's a small market.
Right.
But I will say that a lot of people that I've met up that way are really dedicated to their grind.
They have to be in a small ass market.
Well, and not only that. I mean, you got a lot of people. They just, you got a lot of people that even come up from Milwaukee, and that were come. We've had people, we've booked shows and things where people have drove up from Chicago, drove from Minnesota, Detroit, everything like that. And, just even spend some time here with their family. And they've said the same thing. The change of environment, it can clear your head. For example, I went on vacation to Vegas early this summer. And that, I think it's definitely good to move around.
How was the prostitutes in Vegas?
I don't know. Although they walk around naked, they walk around topless, and everybody's totally fine with it. They can do that.
It's Vegas.
It is.
It's not shocking there.
I didn't expect them to be like totally topless walking around outside.
Nah,
maybe a little bikini, bikini
Right,
type. But I'm
right.
talking about like totally topless. Just fuck it.
That's dope.
But
Window shopping for the customers, bro.
I mean,
What's up?
I know what you're getting into.
right.
I feel like prostitution lowers.
What is with you in prostitution? I think this is subliminal that we need to go find real
Prostitution lowers rape.
Y'all need to interview a
What?
prostitute on the
I feel like
show.
prostitution lowers rape.
Because that's called shopping.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna do this.
hey,
I'm gonna do this
hey,
for the
I'm
Overgrind show.
I don't condone that joke. That's
I'm gonna
rape
do this for
culture.
the Overgrind show.
That's rape
I'm gonna
culture.
go out and find a decent prostitute, and y'all have to interview her.
That'd be fire.
Hey.
I'm gonna do
That'd
it. I'm gonna do it.
How'd you get in the game?
I'm gonna do it.
HBO.
See, but look.
What's your pimp's name?
Look, now watch this. Now watch this. Going back to what I said earlier. That's being disruptive. Who the fuck is gonna sit here and who the hell is gonna sit here and interview a fucking prostitute?
Me.
This guy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Fucking
But
Howard
who
Stern
else?
show.
Who else? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody in Milwaukee,
Going back. No, I'm saying like in a setting like this.
Yeah.
let's keep it real, in a brand like this,
Yeah.
who is actually gonna sit and think, let's interview a prostitute?
Nobody.
Tell me that wouldn't like fuck the game up for everybody.
I like that shit, man.
See,
I like the idea.
that's why I said.
I like some candles and shit.
See, he finna try to.
Romance.
All right, I'm canceling that. I'm canceling that whole idea.
I'll let her
Go
get
some
her
grapes, bro.
I'll let her get in her mode, bro.
Fuck, man.
What mode?
But that see, but now you see what I'm saying. Like I want to this year. I want to be disruptive. I want to go against the grain. That who, like you said, you would fucking love it. No, because nobody else is really gonna do that.
Yeah,
Think
I'm
about
old,
it.
man.
Think about it though.
I've been outside the box my whole career, so.
Exactly. Think about it. Nobody else is gonna want to do that.
Nope.
And I bet you, if you were to do it, you'll see a lot more of them.
I bet you.
I bet you if you start to see a lot more of them, if you start to do it, you're gonna see a lot more of them. I'm guaranteeing you. You're gonna see, and that's why it's gonna count, especially with everything now in the digital age. You have to be disruptive, and that's going.
It's more strategic. I feel like.
Yeah. Think about it like this. We know skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the Naughty Chippy campaign.
That's
Did that not fuck up the whole? Did that not just fuck up everything?
You really be rolling around with dude. That should be funny as a bitch.
But like, what was that not fucking genius though?
Yeah.
Like who the fuck else has did that?
I'm unaware of. I have an idea of what you're talking about.
He has like a little mascot that be rolling around.
So
with
he
him.
he has
What up, Reese?
what we call it's a chimpanzee mask.
Well, no, I don't know that part, but
Like
is-
that day, okay, so that day they went into Walmart, right over here on 43rd.
yeah.
They went into Walmart and pretended to steal bananas.
Okay,
He's a
see, I didn't know the
He's a
extent
champ.
of what was going on.
He's
with
a
the
champ, but it was all that was the plan. That was all part of the plan.
Bunk gang.
But right, but 2 hours later, they on the news.
Yep. That's what I saw.
They was on the news 2 hours later.
They was on.
They were getting interviews 2 hours later.
And what was this interview regarding? Was it like
Basically, what
fuck you doing?
Right, basically, yeah. Like what happened? What the fuck are you doing?
lit?
And
What's up?
And he just took advantage of that,
now he's established that into a whole brand. So now not only does he have a skills brand, now he has a Naughty Chimpy brand. He's selling Naughty Chimpy merchandise and everything.
Gotta capitalize.
Gotta be this being disruptive.
That's some LeVar Ball shit.
It is
Man,
working.
Perfect example.
It's working.
King
You
of
start to see-
disruptive.
There's people in Milwaukee that are literally wearing Naughty Chimpy sweatshirts in their videos.
Word.
You being disruptive. You gotta you gotta do it. You gotta find a way to be constructively disruptive.
That's what's up. So, if you had to compare the work ethic of the people that you worked with here as opposed to there in a smaller place, and the amount of people investing in themselves, how do you compare the two? Just as a smaller place as opposed to the bigger.
You know what? I'm gonna honestly say it's equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your shitheads. You got your.
you got your people that up there, and even because it extends up to Green Bay as well too. But
Green Bay got some
Green
talent.
Bay,
Rush Mob.
Oshkosh, yeah, what I'm saying, it extends up to Green Bay. There's a couple in Oshkosh. What I'm saying, everything. It's honestly the same because I've encountered some people that they do a lot of talking that like they are working, but they don't do anything.
Guess it's everywhere.
I would say it's about equal.
I just figured it in because I know it's obviously everywhere. I mean, I've been
Right.
in New York and shit, and I've seen the same, but at the same time, I figured since it was like a smaller place, like you would want to be the motherfuckers in the movie. I don't know. I never lived in a small place, but I imagine you like, I gotta get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you want to work hard to get the
Yeah.
fuck up out this small ass town.
There's a lot
Some
of
people like it though. You know what I'm saying? Some people like
Some people just don't know
it's
how
a
to
slower
navigate
way
that
of
shit.
life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to, and there's honestly a few people there that don't like me because, and they don't like me like beef wise, but they don't like me because of how I tell them, because y'all see me on social media, and I say that at least 95 to 98% of your posts on social media now, if you have a brand, that you're building, 95 to 98% of that of your post should be about your brand.
Are there any good rap beefs out there?
What?
No.
No.
I heard Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar been just sneak this and taking little subliminal shots
That's been
and
for
shit.
years.
Yeah, that's
bro.
been
They
for
been-
years.
They need to just get that shit.
That's been for years.
They need to just go at it. Start saying names.
They need to come back on LW.
That'd be lit.
Hey, I just
That
figured
could
I'd
be
say that on
arranged.
here.
That could be a range. You
You know what I'm saying?
You got $1 million, bro?
You
Yeah,
gonna,
have
you
somebody
gonna
touch
probably
it.
gonna need like 3 or 4 million for that one, but it might be worth it.
Hey,
you
I'm
know?
like Sharon out here, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
know.
Well,
I got
you
money.
know.
That nigga show bank statements and shit.
God.
He out here.
So I got statements, B.
I'm telling you.
Didn't he get in trouble for selling like water heaters to like somebody's grandma or some shit like that?
Oh, you out here hustling?
Yeah, or am I just tripping?
You might be tripping.
I don't know.
That'd be
I'ma look
crazy.
into it.
Yeah, we gotta look
Yeah,
into
like-
that
like-
fact check.
Always
He got in
gotta knock
trouble
the
for,
man
like,
down on his hustle, man.
he
He's
was
selling
selling
water
something.
heaters, man.
Like
need-
they were like,
need
it was
water
something wrong
heaters,
with
you
him.
need
Like he
hot
was
water.
hustling like old grandmas or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, he
finessing
was,
them
like,
with,
finessing them, though?
Yeah, like
Oh,
with
okay,
some
never
like
mind. I thought he was,
water
like,
heaters
selling
or
it for
some
real, for
shit.
real.
Or
That's
All right,
crazy.
well.
I don't know. I could
Why
be
do you
wrong,
know that?
But hey,
We gotta
I
look
read
this up
some
now.
shit.
we gotta look this up
That's
now.
It might not be
If I
confirmed,
find out
but-
it's true, Monday night on
sure.
Seven Figure Dream Radio is gonna be very interesting.
Someone go, why the fuck is my shit
Man, you know
still
what? I
making
should.
noise?
Man, I need to tag
You
Q.
don't know how to turn shit off.
Yo, new phone. Okay, the
Shout
ringer
out to
doesn't
Q
turn
from
everything down.
PNR.
All right, so
New
usually
technology.
it goes all together. You turn the
Right.
ringer down and everything.
New technology, gotta love it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into albums real quick before we start discussing some.
Get
some
into
other
the
shit.
albums.
How about that camera? Get with the program.
That shit's fire.
Shoot to my Dipset
What?
correspondent.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, I was gonna get into Remember Game. Remember Game featuring Mimi. Check that. That shit's fire.
Bro, that's like
I
the
know
one
you.
song that I
Hey,
skipped,
I know
though.
you'll love it. You skip that.
Maybe I
You
gotta
skip
listen
that.
to it again. Yeah.
Listen to the whole
That's
thing.
the one song
that
I
track
skipped.
is fire. Remember Game.
Mimi.
That might be my
Shout
track
out
of the
Ho.
week.
Gotta check that shit out.
That shit
That's
is
crazy.
fire.
So is it an album or a mixtape?
It's a mixtape. It's
I'm from
it's,
that piff. Yeah.
It's on live mixtapes too. It's for the rollout for Killer Season 2 coming.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, I gotta get
this
back.
week
I
coming
gotta
up,
get
I
back in the
believe.
mainstream. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's not this week, it's next week. He said
I'm
it in
definitely
the interview.
looking forward to the
Number-
It's
number
dropping this
6.
month though.
Number 6, DIA, Done It All.
Done it all. That was
Got an
fire.
Aaron Rodgers bar. He got plenty of shit.
Oh, yeah?
I like Killer was doing his thing.
Flea Guy. It's not like a track. He was just spitting, but it was just straight bars and Flea Guy.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. So we're
Yeah, I gotta
checking
get
out
back
then.
in there. I gotta get back
It's
in
worth
the
checking
mainstream.
out.
I'm gonna do all of that Sunday. I'm gonna do all of that tomorrow on my way back home.
The new Hell Rel shit that dropped too.
That shit alright? You
I
said it was
said
better
it
than
was better than the
He said it was
the
better than
camera.
Cam.
Yeah.
I ain't checked it out, y'all.
I listened to the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to skip not one song. I was out there getting it, listening to Hell Rel delivering the mail.
Wait, that's the mixtape too?
Yeah.
All right, see that's why
Out there.
I've been on my album shit lately, so I haven't heard any mixtapes. Wiz Khalifa just dropped Laugh Now, Fly Later.
I'm so behind right now.
Yeah.
I am
When did
so
this
behind.
drop?
I am so
Everybody's
behind.
dropping right now. Though.
Gotta
It's
check
the fourth
that out.
quarter. You got to. It's the fourth quarter. This is the
So
biggest.
they all-
This is the biggest quarter of the. This is the biggest quarter of the music industry.
This is facts. I
This
mean,
is
this is where you
quarter
put
for
your
everything.
premier artists out. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit for,
If you
Christmas
don't
presents.
if you
and
don't
shit.
have an artist, you come out with a nice little project. Or if you got an artist, this is where you put your mainstream money and start to send them on the road, and they in their tour coming up in their tours in the spring.
Oh shit, Elton John just dropped.
That
Going hard.
time is over.
Yo,
Rocket
guess what just
Man.
popped up on my shit?
What's that?
Rich Chigga. Oh, featuring 21 Savage.
What's it called?
Yo,
What's it called?
Crisis. I gotta check that shit out, yo. That shit
That's
good.
probably trash.
Oh.
Nigga.
He's the guy you love to make fun of.
Oh my God!
It's
He's one of those people.
Oh shit, Cameron just dropped some shit.
What's that?
More shit?
Oh wait, what was that one called with the DIA on it?
The program.
Get with the program.
Okay,
He
that
did. He
So
definitely
it's
just
the same
dropped.
one.
That
I was
just
like, damn,
popped-
he working like that.
that just popped
okay.
up on my shit.
That shit
Hey, hold on. Did y'all
fire.
hear? Yeah, you did hear. Just I got it from you yesterday. That what y'all think about that new Chingy song?
That was hard.
That was hard. I was not expecting that. I listened to that on the way to the club yesterday. That was hard. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I'm definitely not disappointed at that.
I can't.
That was hard.
To it.
I might spin it just because. It's just because I can do it, but I might spin it just because.
Yeah, so far my favorite shit out of the fourth quarter is still fucking Division. That album is my shit. That's like
Division,
the most.
that was fire.
This is like the most flawless album of the fourth quarter.
That's some fire R&B shit for you.
112 just dropped.
I seen that.
That's pretty good. I don't
Maybe
think...
shouldn't get made.
Nah, that was my point. That was the point I was gonna make.
Yeah?
No baby making music.
What?
Seems like it's a bunch of hits.
Just being disruptive. Because what is 112?
Fuck that! I want the fuck to it.
No. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one, but. It's going. That's what we know 112 for.
Still got the 112 sound though, so I'll give him that.
Well,
I'll give him that. It's still, you can tell it's 112 when you listen to it. They didn't like try to be somebody else and
to
shit.
Today's. Okay.
So yeah,
Well, at least that's what counts.
The Problem album, Selfish Problem. Ever since he got burned by his bitch, he's been doing a lot of big things, bro. He got over his situation now, because if you listen to his last mixtape, it was too raw. Like I get niggas. No pun intended, but like niggas just spit their life in bars and shit, and that's cool. Like I like that, but like it was so like
too raw for TV.
It was too raw. It was not even.
It's too raw, bro.
A lot of the tracks wasn't even enjoyable. Like you vibing and then he like, and she burnt me, and then the beat goes off. Like, what? You just gonna leave us with that? Like.
So you just gonna act like you ain't just say that?
No, I had to rewind. I had to go, and the thing is, that's the end of the track. So I had to go back to track one, then fast forward all the way to the end.
Emo.
When you gone realize.
Fucked your head up.
That was crazy, and it was weird to hear Problem rap like that. I don't know if you know who Problem is, but he was on that. Got me feeling like the man when I walk through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was on top of the car rapping and shit, but. He got the deal with DC now. He just did the score for the movie for the Justice League. He was at the Comic-Con with the shoes and shit, doing the big with the Justice League Yeezy phones and shit. Shit's hard, but yeah, his album incredible. I don't know what he was going through. He got over that shit, and he's better than he ever was. So
it's kind of like
gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea.
When are you gonna realize?
It's kind of like Future was when he was going through it initially with that breakup through with Sierra. It was
man.
And
now he just
he left her, and then he dropped that what was that 56 Nights, and then what the fuck, he dropped like another one right behind that.
Yeah, he was working.
Purple Rain or something.
Yeah, he was working. I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning. I think we covered Big Crit on the last show.
We did. Did we talk about that Janae Aiko?
Janae Aiko. I haven't made it all the way. I have, but I haven't really given it a good listen all the way through. I just kind of just let it play, and I was doing other shit.
All right.
I haven't heard Offset's new shit. He dropped two things. He dropped him by himself, and then him and 21 Savage with Metro
Him and 21
Boomin.
Savage was actually pretty good.
That was hard.
Without warning him.
Trash.
You don't like it at all?
Nah, I don't know.
Just had to fuck the game up right there.
Hey,
that's
you gotta
pretty
be
cool.
disruptive.
Don't take my word.
Hey,
It's a couple bangers on there.
See what I mean though? It's kind of.
Let me see what else.
Makes sense, bro.
Jadena got a new album.
Who?
Did y'all know he's from
Jadena?
here?
Jadena?
I have not heard it
He's
yet.
from
Yeah,
what?
he's from Wisconsin Rapids.
Who?
Jadena.
Jadena?
The
What?
dude that sings.
What's his name?
Classic Man, Jadena. I see
Jadena.
him
A classic man.
Yeah.
Jadena?
Yeah.
Shout out to bro.
Jadena.
All right, so
How come
I
nobody-
mean, that's all I got on my album coverage. If y'all was wondering why I'm in my phones, because I scroll through this shit, make sure everything's
Because we
good.
can be on the phone. Damn it.
T-Pain just dropped his new track called "Texting My Ex." He rolling out the new album. He's saying a lot of people might not like him. He's saying he might lose a lot of fans for this new album
Being disruptive.
because he feels like if you want old T-Pain, go listen to old T-Pain. This is niggas gotta
Jay-Z
grow.
said the same shit.
Niggas gotta grow, and it's all the mature
Yeah,
artists that
he's
feel
all
that
mature.
way. You know, because a lot of these young niggas, they find the formula and they just stick with that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Migos sound like every song.
Migos.
Like
Every
they
time.
had 300 songs that sound exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they stick to the formula. They found it works for them.
It works
You know
for
what I'm
them.
saying? It works for them, but they just follow the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think it works better for them because they have that younger demographic. See, when you talk about T-Pain, you would think about like us, going up towards the 30s and everything like that. That would be us, and we're gonna like it. We probably the new guys they're not gonna like it.
Because we appreciate the
but we know
deeper,
right.
depth.
We appreciate that because that's
And the
kind of
growth.
our generation. You know, the Migos they're gonna have that because let's be honest, the majority of consumers now are from 18 to 25 or even younger.
And I've talked to a lot of fans of newer music, bro, and they admit themselves that it's not good. Oh, right away, because they know me with bars. I listen to battle raps and all that shit, and they like, oh well, it's not bars, but it's shit to turn up to. Y'all appreciate this shit? Y'all just
They want to try it out.
There's a lot of that shit that I would listen to just like if I'm out and about somewhere.
Yeah, that's different. But
in my personal collection, you're not gonna catch it on my Spotify.
When that's all you listen to,
or my Apple Music, you're not gonna catch it on there.
I just
but
think
if I can't help to hear it, then I can't help to hear it. And if the beat is at least okay, I'll at least at least rock with it there. But
I just don't know how you over consume something like that. Like how people just listen to shit like that. Like that's crazy to me.
Because they on drugs
Because
just like the rappers.
you know
Gucci
what?
gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
That I would say yes.
There's
There because that right there that part of as much as I don't want to say this, but that part of hip hop is the dominant right now.
Yeah, it is.
And it's always been around.
Right.
I mean,
it's always been around, but now it's a whole lot more. It's here now. It's established.
That's because the industry's always been hit driven, and that this formula is working right now.
Yeah.
But in the same sense, I don't know how niggas are comparing these new auto-tune niggas to T-Pain. As
Oh
if
no!
his
Oh my
accolades
God.
ain't
I
through the
hate
fucking
that.
roof.
I hate that with a passion.
He created you niggas like
T-Pain, Gucci, and Wayne fathered all of these motherfuckers.
Future. A lot of these niggas,
Yeah.
man. Stop playing, man. So this is his album where he's being disruptive, and he's gonna that's the phrase we're going with for this show. That's what we. So yeah, so he he doing his thing, and I'm hoping for a Pain 444, man. I think everybody needs a 444, man. I think
You don't need
Can
a
I?
444.
Okay,
Eminem,
so
he don't
can we
need
segue?
one,
Can
but
we segue
M's
into
got one coming out. I'm thinking this is his 444, bro. If you listen to Walk on Water,
This is his 444.
I was hoping with Chris Brown. I say that to say this. I don't know if T-Pain's gonna be that, but with Chris Brown, his album, and his rollout with the documentary, with the whole Rihanna thing and all the Karuchi shit, like. I had hoped that this would be Chris Brown's maturing moment, except he went so right. He played it super safe. He gave us all hits. Now, don't get me wrong. The album is good, but to me, it's not great. And that's why, because there's no substance. Like, we could just pop it in and just party, let it play, and we gonna turn up.
I think he fed more to the consumer now.
He did,
He
but
fucking teens.
he had a 45-track album. Y'all should not have respected greatness because no one can do that consistently on one album. 45 tracks of greatness. Yeah. Well, he would have to at least have.
That's probably been
at least
at least 2 years though, or at least
he would have had
a good year of just
like
doing
a
nothing
great
but
classic type album. You would have had to have at least 20. Like half the album would have had to been like super incredible.
Yeah. He could have split it. He could have split it in different ways and shit.
No, he could have done dropped 2 different
But
albums.
once again, who the fuck that wants the word of the night? 45 fucking tracks.
Nigga,
Who the fuck else did that?
What was the time it clocked out? Like 2
minutes,
2 hours and 30.
I listened to like a little bit. I ain't got. I don't sit still like that, so I can't.
I was gonna say 236, but it's 238. That's like
through.
fucking Titanic long. Like you don't.
I've never even sat and fucking watched Titanic all in one shit. I can't. I don't sit still too. I don't sit still long enough.
Yeah, you gotta listen to that in like sections.
Yeah, somebody I talked to yesterday actually was like, "Oh, it wasn't garbage though."
It's 45 tracks. It can't be garbage.
As a seasoned artist at this point, could you really put out something super garbage. I mean, Eminem did it with the Relapse, but he was in a rough place. But as a seasoned artist who's been in the game as a fucking child, you know how to make hits.
Right.
Consistent.
Is your album really gonna be trash? That's like saying, okay, for example, Coogee gonna get bodied by somebody. He might lose, but at this point, you're not sunning him like Killer B did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He's seasoned enough to know how to hold his own.
Right.
Chris Brown is seasoned enough to know how to make hits.
Yeah.
It might not be the best album. He might have had all this shit as throwaways. Him and A1 was probably just knocking out 5 tracks a night like back in our old days.
Oh,
but those shits was still hard.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Those shits was still hard because we know how to make music.
Yeah.
So with that being said, this is what Chris Brown is doing. Yeah. But to me, I'm fucking
just not
hip hop.
convinced.
I'm a music head, bro.
Right.
So like, I need to hear some substance, especially what you going through right now. I thought it was all a rollout.
Okay.
I was confused.
So, speaking of that and being garbage, remember we had the conversation a few weeks ago. Since we're talking about Eminem, we had the conversation a few weeks ago.
The Trump
about
freestyle.
The Trump freestyle. I figured since I'm here, I can really talk my shit now.
You white.
Why? Who are you?
He's gonna be our Eminem correspondent for today.
But I'm glad that now, that there's a lot of people that are realizing what the fuck that was supposed to be now.
Yeah.
Because that the morning after when we had that discussion, it was nothing but he's white. Why the fuck is he? Why shouldn't he? And then you had Redman come in.
Oh, Redman was speaking that shit.
Redman spoke that shit.
He basically killed our whole lives.
Killed
in
everything.
like 2 minutes.
Right. But that's what I'm like. Why can't he? Okay, yeah, it might have been good to help promote for the album. Yeah, whatever. But you went on BET because you could have. I mean, let's be real. You could have did it on like your website or
No, you don't do it. Go ahead.
you could have went on your website or just did your own.
Super Bowl.
Oh my God, they would have hated him for that.
Fire.
It would have, but they would have.
Cut the cameras.
It would have been a wrap.
Game
Cut the
was
lights
over.
off. They'd have pulled a Beyonce. Cut the lights off. It would have happened.
So,
Yo.
would you have said that on BET?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah.
I like the fact that he said it.
Do you think it's okay for him? And how do you feel
Why
like?
not?
How do you?
Because it just says black entertainment.
Yeah.
And let's be real, it's not even a black person running it anymore. So if you want to be
Facts.
really technical about it, Deborah Lee is not black.
So
So
you
I
think
don't even consider it
think
black
that-
entertainment television.
You think that the
anymore.
black community should be killing him over this?
I mean,
Nope.
shit, I don't think no one's killing them.
You mustn't see what we saw that morning, because
I mean, some people.
Eminem definitely shed blood for our sins.
A lot of people. I've seen some.
he
people
took
say-
some lashings.
I mean, I've seen some people say like it wasn't his best, but like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
And
listen. You gotta think about what he's talking about and the message behind it. Like he's talking some
Exactly
real
what-
shit
exactly what we
that a
said.
lot of people really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And we had the conversation. We're like, okay, a lot of people say, well, you know, a lot of people's. I'm at the point like, are y'all mad that somebody that wasn't? Fuck it. I don't care if people hate me. Y'all mad that somebody that was black didn't make that big of a statement? Step outside.
My son did. He didn't get no shine for that shit.
Exactly. That's
'Cause he's not
it's that
Eminem.
shit. It's that right
Not
there
famous.
why people were mad, because
It was him.
but let's be real, this is Eminem on BET.
but he's always on beat.
Controversy.
Because this is his first.
He is always on BET,
Always.
but
Yeah.
was anybody when we see Eminem coming on a cipher for BET?
Y'all
we're not
wanted to spit
expecting
bars, and he didn't do that.
We're
I
not
was
expecting.
not expecting
We're
that.
not. We wasn't expecting him to go off like that.
Just
Y'all didn't want the
There you
fuck
go.
Trump. Y'all wanted bars, and he didn't get that to y'all. But
He
it was
still
better
had
that
some
he didn't
bars
do
in
that.
there.
That
It
was the
wasn't-
best place
see-
for him to do that. Because what are y'all talking about?
Exactly.
If he would have
This
spit
wasn't-
bars, it wouldn't even be a discussion right now.
This wasn't
We would be like,
supposed to
oh
be-
yeah, remember that
We said
dope
it-
ass freestyle on the
we-
cypher?
we
Well,
talked
nobody
about
would
it
care
that morning.
anymore.
It's
What
the
if-
message.
We talked about it that morning. This wasn't supposed to be
That was
the hottest fucking 16 ever. It wasn't supposed to be. It was
It was supposed to be doing.
structured. It was structured like that on purpose so that there was nothing that could go overhead. any and everybody that listened to that shit can understand everything that came out of his
Facts.
That's how he was rapping.
It wasn't complex
He
at
rapped
all.
like
The
that on
point
Walk on
of the
Water,
point of
too.
him doing that was exactly why we're here right now, to talk about it, to discuss it.
Exactly.
And he knew
And
that
that's exactly
with
what the fuck
foresight.
happened.
What if
If he would
Eminem?
have did that anywhere else, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yo, what if Eminem didn't even care about what he was talking about, and he just did it just because he?
I mean,
wanted the world to talk about it.
you can kind of have
Classic
that thought,
M.
You know what I'm
he
saying?
didn't even give a fuck.
too. You can have that thought too, but I mean,
He voted for Trump.
plot
Got
got him.
Show a little voter paper.
But what's crazy is he went from #1 trending because of the Trump freestyle to #1 trending for his Walk on Water track. Yeah, he knows how to trend. Eminem knows how to trend.
He knows how to market.
He knows what he's doing, man.
He knows how to market.
Y'all fuck with it.
I really think he don't do nothing but sit and plot when he's not making music. He probably
How to take over the world.
Bro, he probably be in the basement and shit, chilling and shit.
Fucking
Coming up with
battle
a
rap.
political plan.
Let's get into battle rap. All right.
Every battle done dropped this week. Well, no, actually,
I gotta catch up. For real.
You don't watch battle rap? You a battle rap hater?
No. It's not. I'm not a battle rap hater at all.
Traffic is going on today.
It's
Traffic
going out
3
right
URL.
now.
As we speak.
RBE was there joined last week? Yeah, it
Yeah,
was last week.
Pearly Gates.
Pearly Gates was
Pearly
last
Gates,
week.
yeah.
That shit was foul. How they knocked gyms out, man.
No, you saw the video of it.
Yeah,
That shit was so fucking weak
knocked my man's out, man.
on the sneak tip though.
Yikes.
Wait,
Stop
the
being
thing is-
dirty.
we gotta go check the comments. Who the fuck was recording that? Cause he's walking with his mans. Y'all see them walking forward. They back to the camera. They're obviously not paying attention to somebody.
not his
recording.
mans.
Somebody came up behind him and punched him. Nigga, you ain't yell or nothing. You just recording the whole thing.
You know what though?
Like, why do you have the video?
They paid. They slipped him $50 after right.
I know,
before
like-
that.
I didn't
They
see
put
the actual
$50 in his
punch.
back
I did
pocket.
see him get up off the ground. I don't know. I didn't really delve into.
It's on this channel.
I know. I didn't delve into like watching a full video. I just
watched like the first
I just-
like 2 minutes of it.
I just commended him for being the one to upload him getting knocked out. Like,
But like,
yo, he jumped ahead of it.
That's some real nigga shit. Just
Jumped
saying.
ahead of that shit.
No, even
Yo,
if
I
somebody
got
else
knocked out. Here go the video. Enjoy it. Like, yeah, that's wild.
Like you
got to take advantage of
Good marketing.
the whole situation and shit.
That's what exactly
Like something
what
happened
he
to you,
did.
you got to be like, ah.
You take away the power from the other person.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now? You're not gonna brag on how you knocked them out. It's already.
And who did we
See?
kind of learn that from? Eminem and Mouth.
I was gonna ask for a hint.
But
Clown himself.
count himself. You do it to yourself. Everything else after that is null and void.
Yeah. So that happened. Pearly Gates was a success.
Big
Otherwise,
K Red was fire.
there's a
BK
big
Red.
controversy over Black Ice and RBE. But no, actually, they panned it out. ARP talked about it, but it did get crazy for a while on Angry
I think
Fan.
I did
and
listen to an interview. I guess it's somebody.
Look
This
forward.
is
Look
if
forward
you
to getting
don't
John
know-
Doe in here.
Yeah, you don't know what happened. It's something like you've been saying, like in the battle rap thing. QP, Clean Paper,
Okay.
no show to RBE.
Okay.
Had a contract. He had a hotel room.
Okay.
Had the flight for him.
Finesse guy.
Didn't go to the flight. So they checked. He wasn't in the hotel room. He was supposed to battle Jims, who got knocked out because he was talking crazy shit. But you didn't get knocked out by Clean Paper though. I don't want you to get that misconstrued. But like he's ARP, the owner of the league, he's gonna sue Clean Paper for not showing up. And this is gonna be the first time that this has happened,
Ever.
period, in battle rap.
As
world.
much as I fuck with Clean as an artist,
It needs to happen more.
it does
It needs to
exactly.
happen.
If it's
And
really gonna
I've
be
been
a
saying
business
that.
too,
I've been
yeah.
saying that since I was kind of in the backlog of AOW. It needs to happen. Everybody, they're getting too getting too comfortable. They can just come in here and just do what the fuck
Not
they
even
wanna
that.
do.
Not even that. But if you hope to grow it as an industry, you can't.
Exactly.
You can't have that. You can't.
Exactly.
You no show at work.
It's
You
a
fucking get
business.
fired.
You're done. That's it, right?
It's a
And
business.
ARP was saying this when he got on stage, like, it's never been like this is the only thing that league owners really have to enforce like breach of contract. Because like, what else can you do? Like,
Yeah.
they can get booked in other places. They can still do battles and stuff. This is the only thing that like really like hits there.
Right.
Yeah. So
I as me being, I would say, of course, I'm not that much into the battle rap scene like that. But me coming into it, you know, hosting events, promoting events, putting together events, things like that. Basically, I've established myself as a promoter now. It has to happen. Like it goes on too much. Like you got, and when I was kind of in the background of AOW, you know what I'm saying, AOW for example, there was many people that just they oh man, Saynt, SparX, get me on the card, and they just every time just give me on the card, and it's like, dog, can you give us you know what I'm saying? And when we finally get something established, we're promoting you don't show up. That looks bad on us.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks bad on you, but it looks bad on us because we booked somebody on real.
And it's hard to put energy into building that artist brand.
Exactly.
Because it's like you're not
and that goes back to it. I think I said it. I'm like, I understand. You know, I kind of know a little bit about the situation. You know, the league owners in Milwaukee and especially and things like that. But I think that at least if they, you know, not gonna be all united, whatever, not expecting that, but at least be united on this type of stand front where, you know, basically you got to start making it a no-fly zone. If you duck, that word needs to go across all leagues and at least all the leagues. I've been saying that for years,
man.
Right.
Milwaukee leagues don't want to reach out to niggas.
I can reach out.
I mean, I see Saynt reaching out, but this is why, like, because I like the fact that you know, invited me to invite me to see all the, you know, into the different league pages. Like, I don't watch a lot of shit, but I do see a lot of shit sometimes, and you know, sometimes I do get free time.
You lurking?
I lurk, yeah. I'm a businessman. I have to, you know. But I'm a promoter now. I have to, you know. We gotta talk about another event, by the way.
Yeah.
But. It needs to happen if leagues in Milwaukee, and here, okay, I guess this is me kind of being an outsider to battle rap as a businessman. If y'all not gonna get along, you know, okay, fine, don't have to get along, fuck it. But at least create
along with everybody except that one league.
But at least create some type of united front understanding of when it comes to like doing like the bad business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes like the no shows, or if somebody don't live up to whatever, just like this situation. If somebody doesn't live up to, especially with a contract, oh, you're done. You know what I'm saying? That should be at the end of the day. You're not getting booked anymore. Period. Nowhere, no other league in Milwaukee. That shit like that. That should be it. Or at least sign into a contract if you're not gonna sue them. Sue them or ensue some type of penalty, and if they don't pay that penalty, then you get to sue them.
Yeah, there's got to be some
People
type
gotta
of
be held responsible.
accountability. There's got to be some
Simple
type
as
of
that, man.
accountability.
We all adults, you know what I'm saying?
I know battle rap is, you can still establish yourself as a brand in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
But it's never going to get bigger than that.
It's
with
never
all this
gonna be
fuck
bigger
shit.
because
Get some Nike sponsors and shit. They not going to fuck with niggas who not showing up and shit, man.
That's why I say you can
Look
turn.
Look at DNA got the ESPN bag. That man shows up to every battle, ready, cooks, fucking gives you a great show that took 3 million battles.
On fucking ESPN.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's great.
That you can do shit like that. But if you duck in battles just because you think you fucking can,
clean paper.
You know, or shit.
This isn't the first, second, or third time he's done it.
General, like just a lot of people in general. I can even say this as an event promoter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I've had people that's ducked out on my events, and I've put mad energy. I'm a fucking promo monster. I put mad energy into promoting people.
Yeah. There's always like energy, time, and money and shit that you're not gonna get back. From
Exactly.
That shit.
I'm not gonna get that time back. No, we're not gonna get that time back. It should be.
And that's why you're building a time machine.
And that's why we're building a time machine, right?
But
there should be some type of united front. You know what I'm saying? Like if of course y'all not gonna work together all hunky dory. We established that already.
We getting closer to it. We getting closer every.
I would say
it's
gonna take another. I would say it's gonna take another 5 years.
Another thing we need to work on, battle rap community, starting on time, at least within a half hour of the posted start time. You battle rappers.
There's got to be some type of
battle rappers.
I think that with every event
contract,
because now and this is something that I'm doing in 2018 with everything that I'm planning to do for events wise. If you don't sign a contract, you're not getting booked.
Here's the thing, though. Here's where the conflict lies between creative and corporate. Is that once contracts go into place, everyone who signs a contract will expect some type of reimbursement, some type of money, some type of compensation.
That's fine.
It's not fine when you have a battle card of 12 battlers.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay. It's in certain markets it'll be fine.
They can have free food.
It depends.
Shit.
Now, if it's like me, if it's like me
Got a
where it's an
beer
event, if it's me where it's an event,
Pint of
because
Henny.
I can, of course, with scheduling, with doing events, it's a difference. Like we can make it to ways where people can get paid, or we can give them monetary value. So yeah, you're right. In certain ways, it can.
Because that's their first.
Not everybody deserves to be paid.
But not exactly.
Well, that's their first argument. Is well, you want me to be on time? You want me to do this? I should get paid. But the thing is, they don't really. A lot of the creatives don't take time to consider what the business end is. You know, you got to pay the cameraman. You have to pay for the venue. You have to,
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Let's just take Milwaukee for example. I would say, and what I'm gonna say is going, probably piss some people off. But who am I to decide what
disruptive
somebody's worth? You know what I'm saying? I can't decide your own worth, but. In my opinion, 95% of the battle rappers here in Milwaukee do not deserve a bag. Period.
I agree.
Period. You're not pulling in enough views. Nobody knows who you are. You're not bringing enough heads through the door, paying that fucking door fee.
Motherfuckers get 1,000 views and they feel like the GOAT.
Yeah.
When in reality, you monetize off 1,000 views, you're getting like $3.
You know what I'm saying? People just don't keep.
A lot of people don't even know about the monetization.
Yes. Oh, well, I'm getting you these views. Yeah, man, cool.
No,
you got all these views, but you couldn't. And I mean,
there's more than 1,000 people in this community alone. Not even just in Milwaukee. Just in this.
Views ain't shit.
I know people. That just do YouTube for videos for a living, and that's all that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they getting a bag.
Yeah,
several.
The energy
and
is
those
dedicated.
people will tell you that 10,000 views on YouTube is equal to
like $100 or something.
No, it's not. That's not $100. That's not close to $100.
No, one view is like 1/10 of a penny.
Exactly. So what's 10,000? Like $2.
Just like the same of a stream. It's just like the same of a stream.
Yeah.
So your whatever views you think you got is nothing.
No.
It's like 0.6.
And I like when especially like artists use the oh yeah, my video got this many views. So where you check from YouTube at?
Right.
Where you check?
All that AdSense, nigga, get away.
Where your AdSense check? Because you can get a check from Google. I mean, you can get a check from Google AdSense. You can get a check from YouTube. And then if your paperwork is right on the music, you can get one from Sound Exchange. You can get one from BMI. Like for example, 7 Figure Dreams, the single, 35,000 streams right now. But yet I have it's not a music video, but I have a lyric video that has generated almost $3,000 worth of revenue in 2 years. Sound Exchange check, writer's check, BMI, Sound Scan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about your views. I bet you ain't get a bag from them.
See, and that's the thing.
They did.
A lot of these battle rappers don't consider all the rest of that shit.
If they did, then they would they wouldn't. Oh, I got this many views. I got this many views.
Divas, man.
Right.
You wouldn't have to scream about getting paid because even if you didn't get paid hand to hand, you still getting paid on the back end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's like with me. I don't cry so much about getting paid for a show anymore. Because whether you pay me or not, I'm still getting paid for the show from BMI and Sound Exchange.
My thing is, I think when it comes to battle rap, if contracts are in place, I feel that there should be pre-sale tickets only. Then here you go, 10 tickets. Go make some fucking money. You want to complain about money? Bring some fans.
That's
they got fans like that.
That's what the Saynt.
That's what we've done that before.
But that's the only way. It's the only way.
I think
gonna give you a bag.
I think if since people want to we talked about the contracts and then wanting to let's see. Do an event. Do another event where it is pre-sale tickets. Here, give them X amount of tickets. You want that bag, you got to go out and earn it.
Facts.
And I'm glad you brought up Greedy's name because I know he had an issue with the amount of fans you guys brought to one show. I think
Facts.
I get the what he's saying, that if anything he should be paid for how many fans that he brought. But at the same time, if you're doing just door sales, I think you should get money after it's become a trend. Now, if you get 20 door sales each show, then cool. But if you did it once, then it's kind of hard to compensate you for that. Now,
because there's no trend, right?
Now, if you sold the tickets based on that, you would have had that profit right there right away.
That's why all of the events that I do now, like for example, they pay in because I want to make sure they're dedicated. They can pay me $25 and I'll give them $100, $200 worth of tickets.
And then you make that money back plus then some.
Right. But so I charge you $25. I charge you $25 and give you $200 worth of tickets.
I gotta sell, man. All you gotta do is sell 3 tickets.
You want that bag, you gotta go. You want that bag, you gotta go out and earn it.
Even to dive even deeper, here's where the conflict lies. Where with the Greedy situation and your situation is, if it's consistent and you have 20 each time, then and you're not doing pre-sales. Pre-sales is so much easier to track because you know exactly what you got before the event even starts.
Right.
So now you can manage your money properly. But if it's consistent, then you know that this is the type of crowd that this person brings, and you can kind of plan ahead for that.
Right.
But if it just happens once, now say he brought 20 and everybody else brought one person each. But then you still also have to cover, I think Saynt had bought the bar that day. You know, they had a deal with the bar, not only to pay for the venue, but also to pay for discounted or free drinks. Mm-hmm. So you got to pay for that. You got to pay the cameraman, and it kind of balances out. So even though you or him might feel cheated because of that, y'all pretty much saved the show. And there was nothing he can really do to compensate you guys because...
No, we were already compensated, though, because all them tickets for that summer shootout event were pre-sale tickets.
Word.
And you know what I'm saying? I think, if I remember right, we each made $90. We sold 18 tickets, and then we just split it down the middle type shit.
And that's how it should go, man.
We each had $90 for summer shootout, and we each caught a body.
And see, and that's another thing. If you're selling that many tickets out here pre-selling...
But I never charged, though. I've never charged. But pre-sale is a different, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You
grinding for yourself, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's even better than the artist who doesn't promote, who doesn't say shit to fans, who don't do vlogs, who don't do anything and just pop up to the battle. Mm-hmm. Just pop up to the battle like, okay, you got booked and now you're quiet for 3 months and then you just pop up late and shit like that.
They don't realize the business side. So and it's the same thing with like artists. They don't realize that there's a business side of it behind it. It's not just
promote.
It's not just that you come here and just boom, do it. No, there's a whole fucking industry behind it. There's a whole business structure behind it. If we want to grow and keep this shit going and give you a platform to fucking be able to come and perform, we have to be able to. Saynt has to know, okay, well, yeah, I'll have this much. You want to go and plan an event. Okay, for this event, I want to go out. I want to make this event fucking extravagant. I want to do this. I want to do this. He has to, like you said, it has to be shit like that. There has to be a trend. He has to know. Exactly. He has to know.
Tickets,
you know what
sales.
Exactly.
Inflatable flailing arm guy. All that shit.
Y'all see Mayweather fight. He just don't have a fight and shit. Y'all hear about it. No, this nigga over here talking shit, interviews, motherfucking, what's the little face to faces. Yeah. When he fought McGregor and shit, y'all heard about that shit every fucking week.
And all that
every
shit.
Damn time.
And if and another thing, like going back to the views and shit, if motherfucking battle rappers wanted to cry about views so much, what they would fucking do is share the link on Facebook, share the link on Facebook, and Twitter, put a $5 boost behind it.
Mm-hmm.
$5. I don't spend more than $10 on an advertised post.
I have.
I have. But
is it worth it though?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I ran a campaign.
You will see a difference in numbers.
I ran a campaign
hold on.
I ran a campaign on one of my t-shirts out of my store. One. I ran a campaign on one of my T-shirts. I put a $20 boost on it. Then I did another shirt.
That shit pops up everywhere.
I did another shirt. It just, and I didn't do anything to it. I didn't boost that one. That one I shared organically. I did it. I shared it myself. Okay. The other one I sponsored.
So you kind of went head to head.
I went right. See. Yeah. It's an A and B test. Mm-hmm. That shirt that I shared didn't sell at all. The shirt that I boosted, I got $1,500 just out of $23 shirts. Damn. Off of a $20 boost. But because and shit like that, because you got, and going back to like battle rap and shit, like they like to tag a lot of people so they can go and watch.
It's just spamming.
It's spamming,
tagged
right?
you and 97 others.
Exactly. So and you see me rant about this all the time. But here's the thing. Why do you want to limit yourself to just those 97 people? Those 99 people. When you can spend $5, since you it's all in your bars. You
to
got
reach
all this
people
money.
who aren't even your friends.
I can spend $5 and reach 100,000 people. Mm-hmm. I spent $5 on a post to when we did the Conniva show a couple weeks last week. Mm-hmm. I spent a $5 post. It reached 237,000 people.
There you go.
And
just in Wisconsin, though. That's just in Wisconsin. That's just the number for Wisconsin. I boosted it for the United States. That was the 237,000 was just for Wisconsin.
Yeah. And that's the thing with promotion. You don't want to reach people who already know you. You want to reach people who don't know. Like, if you have a battle coming out, if you're a battle rapper and I know you, you don't have to tag me in battle. I'm gonna watch it anyway because I know you.
Let me
piss motherfuckers that don't know you to watch your battles.
Let me bounce off of that. Let me bounce off of that. I'm gonna piss people off. They tag people. They tag people that they know and say, "Yeah, man, that shit was fire."
Instant gratification.
They want the fucking yes man.
But that's what social media has created, though.
They want the yes man. But you're right. They want the yes man. What they don't realize is that's doing nothing.
That's a whole nother conversation. I want to delve deeper into that, but I gotta get
out
of here.
We'll do that one. But
I want, before we head out, I definitely
over an hour.
Definitely have to go. Yeah.
Flu.
Doesn't it? I want G Gray to touch on a couple of UBL battles for the next couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
And I gotta get up out of here.
Yes.
I mean, if y'all want, y'all can keep the show going. I gotta go.
I'm tired as fuck too, though. I can't even front.
I can keep it going. We can keep it rolling.
That's what I'm saying.
We can keep it rolling.
Y'all got mad conversations, so.
Yeah. So tonight we had Perish in Flames, which was, a little event that we
Perish in Flames.
Yeah, Perish in Flames.
Wow.
Hey, shout out to my event planner and graphic. He did his thing. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro. Shout out to Hatchet. You know what I'm saying? That's who came up with it. But we had 6 battles. Eddie versus Ice Cold Sinatra, Bars Unlimited versus Bonafide, Abstract Concept versus Culture, Monster versus Throat Cutter, Miracle versus Hustle Man, and Don King versus Big Willie Style. Now,
I didn't know Don King battled.
Yeah, now.
Big Willie Style.
I think Don King is from Wisconsin here too.
Names are wild.
Hey man, the names are getting more crazier and more weird by the day.
Before you touch on that, I don't think I got it anymore. Fuck, that iBattle card.
I was talking about that before the show started. I couldn't find it either.
And I got a new phone.
They got wild ass name.
Damn, technology.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, I get some people like to have weird names.
Come out there.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you can't name flip them as much. But I just think these dudes are just weird.
Yeah.
Being disruptive.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
being disruptive.
Anyways, I will say out of this event, I haven't watched all the battles yet because I'm a little bit behind. But I will say I think it was Monster versus Throat Cutter. Monster starts off the battle by, he's in his house right now, right, with his kids, right? You can hear his kids in the background. He takes, I don't know if it's a joint or a cigarette or a blunt, but hits it and then throws it on the ground and steps it out on a carpeted floor in his own house.
Oh yeah, his girl
And then
whooping his
proceeds
ass.
to freestyle the battle.
His girl whooping his ass.
Savage.
Shout out to Monster.
Hadouken!
He is a monster.
You're a monster for that, bro. But yeah, I'm, you know, like I said, I haven't seen the battles, but I'm, you know, I know Eddie versus Ice Cold Sinatra is definitely one people should check out. He's like our version of chess. He's about, I think he joined the league when he was 16. Now he's 17.
Chess.
He's got about 18 battles online.
Chess.
He's actually getting ready to go live. He's just a young killer. And then Ice Cold Sinatra is a new guy we recruited. He's got live battles in and stuff. Shout out to bro. But yeah, shout out to the UBL squash it.
Shout out to UBL, man. Hey.
Shout out to Stats, Odds Maker, my dude, Salute, Hatchet.
Make sure y'all subscribe, man, and that, you know, we gonna start delving deeper into these battles as the time goes on. We're gonna give breakdowns and recaps and all that. So
we're gonna
make
have
sure y'all
review videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna videotape these guys watching the battles for the first time, getting their live reaction.
I like
whether that's good or bad.
I like that.
A lot of people might get butthurt, but hey,
oh yeah, you
this
definitely
is what it's about.
Because
he's not going.
I'm giving 5.
It's gonna be like
bags.
good cop, bad cop right here.
That's what
You know what I'm saying?
That's what this needs.
Yeah. And
that's what this needs.
Facts, because people want to grow. People always want feedback. You know what I'm saying? And don't be emo. I hate the type where, you know, if you criticize, you're a dick rider. If you show love, you know, or my bad, I might have just said it.
You said it backwards.
I
Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm tired as a bitch. But
yeah. But before I get out of here, man, I just want to real quick. I found the card. I found the card.
Shout out to Lex.
I'm not. Yeah, shout out to Lex,
Shout out
man.
to Lex.
You know,
Lex
hopefully we
fucks
get
with
you
the
down
UBL.
here soon.
I battle shit.
I just want to shout out iBattle first and foremost. Second off, I'm not gonna say the matchups. I'm just gonna say the wild names on here. Jizz Brown.
Pause.
Oh,
Every time you say your name.
Jizz Brown.
Hey, yo, Jizz. Like,
hey, SparX would name flip him for like 5 minutes.
oh my god.
Can't say his name.
I can see if I can see
Jizz
like
Brown.
just name 5 minutes of just name flips. It's over.
Monster leakness.
I've heard of
You
him.
lying.
No, he's actually
I gotta
fire.
see this.
Mew lips.
Let me see. I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
Nah,
I can't make this up.
Is Mew lips like Mew the Pokemon's
Yeah.
lips?
M-E.
What the
Wow.
fuck?
W
This is
lips.
real.
It's
This is real.
I thought it was a parody at first.
Hey,
I'm like,
weirdo alert.
all right, so Pills Bread,
What battle?
Pills bread.
Brown not to go.
Jack Casserole,
Jack Casserole.
Sir Loxley. What?
Why do I have a
the
feeling
fuck
this
is
is a
going
parody
on
card
here?
and these are not real
Ups-
No,
names?
these are real dudes.
Upset.
They're real?
Yeah.
Upset the secret.
That was the one I was looking for. That's the
all-
one
that's
that
all
I
we
just
killed
hate
me.
the fact that your
all.
name sound like
Wax.
an album. Like your name sound like you finna had the hottest breakup album.
Chance
of
the Rapper.
2017.
Upset the secret. This is wild.
Hey, shout out to Lex, man. He's giving shots out. You know what I'm saying?
All the shots.
Like,
You the real one, bro. Oh, my
sounds
God.
like a bad like anime parade or some shit.
With that being said, man, I gotta get out of here, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. It's been a good show, man. This is episode motherfucking 40.
40.
Yeah. Enjoy your
Overgrind.
motherfucking day.
AOW.
Enjoy your Monday. Wake up. Watch this shit. Drink coffee.
Drink
Get
this.
your fucking donut.
Make sure y'all. Can I plug?
Of course.
And boost the post.
Like that shit, man.
Boost your phone. Yeah, make sure y'all check out 7-Figure Radio, 7figuredreamradio.com. You know, we got the radio show. I'm getting into.
And that's all the time we have for that. About
Make
the
sure
Migos and shit.
Yeah, check out 7figuredreamradio.com. You know, we do graphic design. We have the radio show. We're getting into social media marketing and management services. A lot of big things coming up for 2018. A lot of different events coming up. So, artists, you know, feel free to shoot your music, sfdmultimedia@gmail.com. You know, if it, you know, and all I ask it is labeled, and
We'll put this in the description.
yeah, we'll put it.
Yeah, the premier multimedia outlet in the Fox Valley right here. Shout out to bro.
Just bro.
Getting it.
Overgrind show.
Salute, man.
AOW.
Salute. Thanks for having me.
Bucks beat the Lakers.
Yeah. Drew Bledsoe.
But and so y'all feel better. Lonzo Ball had a triple-double. That was pretty good.
As
for
he
him.
should. Even though he's shooting like
Yo, he shoots like
9%
shit.
from
I hate all
3-point
y'all
line.
niggas.
But still his